कृष्ण गोप गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। जगन्नाथ चित्रपुरी धाम की जय। अयोध्या धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। गौ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled deities. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled deities. Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories to the assembled deities. Hare Krishna. All glories to the Guru and Gauranga. Om Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaivam Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Yatmadhiraye
Tato Yatmadhiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadresu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhaktir Bhakti Naistiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Nanda Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Sri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Sri Vashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna. Our Krishna Katha recitation at ISKCON Boston, and I'm today here with the order of senior disciples to discuss some of the pastimes of Krishna, and today is a special one. Kidding. People love action movies or stories. Pastime is full of such. And fortunately, we are in demonic world, so we need to learn that how to deal with demons. And so let's learn from Shastras, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, and more specifically Krishna book. Prabhupada has compiled Krishna book, where he elaborately describes about various things, and one of the highlight is there is killing of demons, right? So I'll cite some prayers for myself, for my purification. If you like, you can repeat. Magyanitmirandhasya jnananjana salakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadagi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Sagar
Shri Rupam
Sagrajatam Sagaralitam Tam Tam Sajivam Shadvaitam Shavadutam Parajana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Shri Gadanalita Shri Visakhantascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanusute Devi Pranamami Hripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Cha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna for 100 years. So we go on calculating with calculator. And one lifetime of Brahma is nothing, is just blinking the eyes of Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu is expansion of Krishna. And Krishna is, so in estimation of Krishna's time, 1 millennium is nothing, but he appears every millennium. So we'll find out why. Then he says in 7th sloka of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhidhyana adharmasya tada sujanyam. And then paritranaya sadhanam vinasaya cha diskritam dharma samsunatharthaya sambhavam nigaya. Every year again he says. So there are reasons we know why. Actually, Krishna has nothing to do with this world. You can imagine that. Suppose the president of America, he has nothing to do with what is happening in Boston in a corner space in a building. He don't care about what is going on here. Trump don't care about here right now. What is we are doing here? So what think of Krishna? He is such a big boss, big president of the universal manifestation, and he don't care what is going on here. And especially religious principle in the sense, like he has appointed managers of the universal affair. Brahma is there to take care of so many things. He gave Vedas, you go and administer. Rudra is there to punish. Durga Devi is there to take care of administration. He don't need to do anything. Like president has so many departments and they take care of it, police or anything. So he don't come for that purpose. And to protect deities, of course, he has Brahma, all demigods, Indra, Varuna, Chandra, Sun God. He can easily say, hey, just take care of my deities. They have ID card, maybe neckweed or tilak, or they just chant my name and you just don't touch them. And actually mentioned in Bhagavatam that he don't touch. Yamaraj don't touch Krishna's deities. Vishnu Dutas and Yamaraj conversation. So then why he comes? So Prabhupada says that actually he comes to give pleasure to the devotees. And there is various ways to understand that, right? It's more of a personal connection than administration, right? Like President, I said example of Trump, don't care what happened here in 72nd Commonwealth Avenue. Personally, he don't care. But if his kid is here, his son is here, or daughter is here, he cares. Become important place, this building. Because the moment there is a personal connection, the importance goes pretty high. And same thing, we care much about our house. Then when we come to temple, we just ignore dirt or something fallen here and there. But if same thing happening in our house, we'll touch and keep it in order. But coming to temple, I don't think even I think of, why did this be kept like this? Why this is dirty? You go to kitchen. I don't care. I cook and go, right? So personalization of things makes us special, right? So that's why Krishna is our Supreme Father and he cares, he comes. Now, next question. This is a conversation between Giriraj Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada was walking on Juhu Beach. This is a morning walk conversation with Giriraj Maharaj, and I was reading today that section of discussion. So Dr. Patel was there. He is a doctor in Mumbai, and Srila Mayavadi, of course, And he was very much interested to talk with Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, okay, let's take him to morning walk. So they were walking on the Juhu Beach, and previous days there was a conversation that in Krishna Loka actually there is no demons. There is no demons. Because Vaikuntha is more than Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha means there is no misery, which means there is no trouble. And trouble means demons, personified trouble, right? So the conversation came up and Giriraj Maharaj asked, Srila Prabhupada, yesterday you mentioned that there is no demons in Krishna Loka. And you described that earthly Goloka Vrindavan, Braja, is the reflection of mirror image of Krishna Loka. Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan, in mirror image of Krishna Loka's pastime. But how come here so many demons? And we'll come to statics, how many demons. But this is kind of contradictory. But here demons, there are no demons, so why? So Prabhupada says that actually yes, it is correct that in Krishna Loka, in Goloka Vrindavan, there is no demons. But because of that, the life is boring, and sometimes Krishna gets bored. Everybody is just trying to love and care, Sachidananda Vigraha, like bliss, eternity, knowledge. Nobody is in ignorance, everybody is knowledgeable, everybody is fully aware, conscious, and everybody is blissful. So it's boring. Sometimes Krishna says, okay, I need something fun. And that's the same thing. Suppose if there is, every day we have a festival, isn't this become boring to some extent? Like we'll say, oh, every day same Abhiseka, same Kirtan. Even for, honestly, sometimes for Sunday, we start thinking like same way, like, oh, the same thing, go, Kirtan, lecture, Prasadam, same thing. What is new, right? So think of that situation, and Krishna likes varieties. He's not a boring person. So, he adds contrast by inviting demons to here, material world. And the recent demon movie which is going ahead is Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj. And you see it's going ahead not because it is a religious movie, because it has everything. It has fun, emotions, value, morality, all kind of things are there, and especially the fighting. The Hiranyakashipu fighting with Nrsimhadev, and previously the Hiranyaksha fighting with Varaha incarnation, right? Varahadev. And I'm not sure if you paid attention. Right? So if you see that movie, Varahadev is fighting with Hiranyaksha. And he took the earth, Varahadev comes, takes the earth, put it to the position, and then he comes to fight. And when Varahadev was running, taking away the earthly planet from, from the nasty place to the better space, this devil Hiranyakashipu was just abusing almost. If you read Bhagavatam, it's like literally saying all nonsense words about Varahadev. Oh, you are a rascal, you ran, you have a history of doing this, Vishnu. And then he comes back, okay, let's fight. Varahadev comes back, drop the earth, deliver it, come back, fight. And you see there is a fierce fight where they are fighting with all kind of weapons. Varahadev has a club. But if you pay attention, and Bhagavatam had actually mentioned that at the end, when it is killed, actually Varahadev did not use any weapon to kill him. To Hiranyakashipu. And if you pay attention, he used a left hand and one slap. And that's finished. That's how it ended. And you see, you read the purport of Prabhupada in that section, and he mentioned that actually it's all just, he was just playing with him. Same way with the Hiranyakashipu with Hiranyakashipu, Nrsimhadev. It's all like playing, but killing is just a moment, right? So there is no demons, and Krishna comes to just add demons in earthly pastimes and have fun, right? Otherwise it gets boring. It's like boring. Suppose if you get to eat paneer every day, it's boring, right? But if you get once in a week, once in a month, it's interesting, right? So same way, Krishna is also, we have similar nature like Krishna, and we also like varieties. And to attract us, Krishna brings demons, and especially, I was thinking, why demons? Why Krishna wanted demons to be here to play with him? And then I realized that actually we have demonic nature and we like demonic things most of the time. These material conditioned souls, they like that adventure, something blood fighting going on. So we relate more with demons. Then if somebody talks about Navadha Bhakti and Lava and Prema, actually, personally, I don't get much of it. Like, what is that being love? Because I don't think I ever experienced that love. But when it comes to fighting Krishna killing demons, it relates more. Because, oh, this was nasty, this was doing this, and let me relate more. And our acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, given commentary on that part, we'll touch a little bit. But the next question is, what happens to these demons? They are also human beings, human-like beings. Now you say human being because they have different forms. So killing of these demons is Krishna's fun part. And during that fun, because he is absolute, he can do everything with one action, right? So Shastras describe. Prabhupada writes many times in Prabhupada that, and actually this is a story, let me touch this one. Prabhupada said, if you read his lectures or even his pastimes, he said that I have a habit of thinking big. I'm addicted to thinking big. Because people were asking, why he's God with us and said, why are you going to want to go to Western world and do all this, do all these different adventures? And Prabhupada said, I cannot think as small. And then Prabhupada says that in other places that even if you want to become a demon, become a big demon. So that Krishna comes to kill you. Rather than being small demons and doing there little things, become a big demon. And then Krishna will get attracted to your at least demonic propensities and he'll come to kill you. And that is the pastime of so many demons in the these Jaya Vijaya pastimes with many pastimes and of course many demons want to attract. Even Ravana was also adamant to be killed by Lord Ram. Actually he said, if I had to be killed, why don't I be killed by Vishnu? Or rather than that suffering here. So they get what they get out of it, right? They get Swarupya Mukti. Swarupya Mukti means merging. Swarupya Mukti is more of either personally as a personality or same as Vaikuntha planet. And Sanyuja Mukti is where they merge into impersonal effulgence of Krishna. So most of demons, they merge into, you see the serials or even Narasimha Avatar movie when the demon is killed, the light goes to the Krishna's body and it's like, shh, it's finished. So their soul merges to impersonal effulgence. And why impersonal effulgence? Because the whole life they were just impersonalist behavior. So Krishna cannot give them place in battle, his planet. The demonic propensity has to get purified. So they go to become impersonal effulgence. And in impersonal effulgence, Prabhupada described there are Vaikuntha planets in that light. It's not just light. There are planetary systems. And they get into a specific planetary system, do their bhakti, finish their course, get promoted, they are fortunate. So the next question is, and most of we know that what is demon and demigods, right? And here, the demons also many times we see they are associate of Krishna in other places, but then what makes them different? So as a devotee, we know that we try to follow Krishna's order. And Prabhupada says that anyone who doesn't follow Krishna's order is a demon. We don't have to have a big test to know who is demon. He said it's very simple. If somebody listens to Krishna, he is a devotee, doesn't listen to what Krishna says, demon. That's it. That's subtle. Now, in terms of activities, this is most of following, but activities, anybody who acts whimsically is a demon, and who follows revelation is a devotee. And then third point about their qualities, pride and arrogance. The demonic people are mostly arrogant. They don't like authority much. The best example is Hiranyakashipu. Again, because that's a recent movie, most of people are reminded of. Hiranyakashipu don't like even Brahma. his own boss. And it actually, they were all threatened with Hiranyakashipu. Envy and hostility, enviousness is the quality of demonic people, and devotees don't try to be envious. And love and compassion, forget about it. Demonic people don't have love and compassion. Though they they do have a love. It's funny. So there was a friend of mine in my office, and I always converse in sitting for lunch, and he was saying that I have a tree in my house, and I have been taking care of this tree from many years. And I said, why do you take care of that tree? Now people, every house have little trees even most demonic people also have trees in their house and they water it. And I asked, why do you take care of that tree? It doesn't give fruits and flowers, but why do that? And I like it. I said, why do you like it? Because I feel I am very compassionate and caring. That gives me sense of care and compassion, and I love the trees. And then, he was sitting next to me in a plate about eating meat. And I asked, what is this? What are you doing here? And he said, this is food. I said, oh yeah, it's food, right? Because this is someone's body, actually. So, I didn't go further because it really took, here's a Christian, so I don't want to offend people's food habit. In office, you're not supposed to talk much about all these things. But I just hinted that, and I realized how much false conception we are living with. We are taking care of trees in the name of compassion and care and killing and eating the animals by the food. Hypocrisy, right? Personified. And we think that, I'm caring and compassion. I love dogs, cats. I kill the cows and buffaloes and goats and eat it daily, actually. So, this is demon. This is how the demonic world is, right? So who are these demons? As a personality, they in past life they are deities. So it's for new people. Actually, when I was reading Krishna consciousness, I was surprised. What the hell? What is this? Like, a deity coming as a demon and fighting with Krishna doesn't make sense to me. Why you have to find out? Why you can't be just a pure demon? Because it is be authentic, right? People want to be authentic. And actually atheistic people talk like that I hate God, I don't like God, and I better to be a demon rather than a deity because I want to be true to myself, and they don't know what is self actually. So I was many years I was puzzled until I read fully Krishna book and read Prabhupada's description, then realized, okay, what is the meaning of it? And I can discuss later with the sake of time, not go to. But in terms of Tattva means what is for us, because right now we cannot see these demons, we cannot see Krishna killing demon immediately in front of us. So what is Tattva for us? And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes in Chaitanya about all those qualities. So we'll try to touch while we discuss. So in different ages, when demon kills, the Krishna days and demon kill. And this is the reason I am citing this point because it's important. Prabhupada many times describes that nowadays, at least in India, the god manufactured every week, new god. It's like a manufacturing industry. God appears and disappears every week. New gods mean new pseudo-gods. So they declare themselves as a god, and then they caught in some kind of scam and then go to jail and killed or something happened. So Prabhupada said, the God, it's fashionable to become a god. Why even become a mini god? Not about big god like Krishna, but they want to imitate Krishna and become like Krishna. Then I said, yes. And people, when you talk about Krishna, many times we go for preaching and Krishna, people want to discuss about Ras and Leela. So much so that, 7 days Bhagavatam session with most discussion on Ras Leela. Canto 10. And there are 63 chapters, and after 28th chapter, that's where it starts discussing about dealing with gopis and friends with Krishna, and they want to discuss that. And Prabhupada warned and said that actually, if you want to become Krishna, then why don't you behave like Krishna and go out Krishna has 60,108 wives. Krishna has 1 crores family. Each wife has 10 kids, and each of the 10 kids has 10 kids. Multiply smaller crores family. He maintained 60,000 palaces, 60,000 wives. He killed demons at the age of 1 month. Putana. When he was just in the baby lap, he was God. God cannot be made just by meditation or acquiring power, wealth, fame. God cannot be manufactured in our brain, right? So Krishna in first month killed Putana, third month killed Satakasura, first year birthday, he killed Pranavata, second year, just giving a major one, Bhaumashura, fourth year Bakashura, fifth year Agashura, and sixth year Denikashura, donkey. And I was hearing Sannyasi's class, Bhakti Anugrah Swami Maharaj's class last week. He was discussing that actually, and I don't know the source, I didn't ask him, it's not working. Hare Krishna. So he was saying that, do you know how many demons Krishna and Balaram killed every day? And then he said, 3 demons per day. I think there are some acharyas or deities have calculated that. I don't know the source. You can find out. 3 demons per day, and he was there in Vrindavan for 12 years around 12 years. So every day 3 demons, in a year 1,000 demons, in 10 years almost 10,000 demons he killed. But in Shastras there are only mention of maybe 20, 25 people who got killed. And that brings back to the point that if you want to become a demon, become a big demon. So that in Shastra that is mentioned about your caste and with Krishna and get. So anything you want to do, say coming to Prabhupada's point, that do big, don't do it small, because otherwise there is nobody looks at it. So coming back to the demons, so we'll try to touch few. So starting with Putana. And each of these pastimes, forgive me, will take more than a session. So I may not be able to do justice with discussing all these within 40 minutes time. So I seek your forgiveness. And I try to touch very briefly. So Putana was Bhaktivinoda Thakur described in Chaitanya Siddhastaka that she represents a pseudo guru. The gurus who comes as a falsely as a guru. And Putana was, as you know, is a witch. Kansa was pretty much disturbed. And Kansa was sending so many demons. And he was like amazing. Krishna was not ordering, but he was just sending free delivery of demons to Vrindavan and Braja. And Prabhupada described in Krishna book that actually Kansa never came personally to kill Krishna. He knew that where is Krishna. Because to some extent, when Maya Devi appeared, when he wanted to kill the baby girl, and she went and said, "Hey Kamsa, your killer is already born, and kind of be prepared." And he somehow sensed that this area of Braja, that's where somewhere the Krishna is. He didn't know specifically, but he never personally went to that. Okay, let's just. Kansa was very powerful. Imagine Kansa's power, and demigods even feared. The Kansa was not a small person, and he was a relative of Krishna, Mama, like maternal side, right? But he never personally went to kill Krishna because he had this fear that I will be killed. Even as a baby, he feared Krishna, so he always sent demons, right? He always sent these demons to go and kill it, but he never personally went. And in fact, at the end, Krishna has to come in to kill him in Mathura. He never, wanted to go out of Mathura to deal with Krishna. But anyways, so Putana, she was a witch and was recruited to kill Krishna. And not just Krishna, she was recruited to kill every baby actually. And she was very expert in killing. Killing business was her favorite task, where she can kill many ways. She has a list of mechanisms to kill kids. And For especially for Queen Krishna, she has smeared poison on her chest, and she came to house of Krishna, and in such a beautiful form that like a goddess of worship, and then everybody was attracted. They immediately allowed go give blessings to Krishna, and Krishna was thinking, why you came to kill me? And actually, she could see, because she was a mystic. She could see this boy is not an ordinary boy. He is a Vishnu. For him, Vishnu is the latest one. They don't see directly Golok Vrindavan because they have no knowledge. Most of the time, they know it is the Vishnu. So she could see the Vishnu form of Krishna, and but still, she went ahead with her plan. Wanted to kill by Vishnu poison, and Krishna took their service. Krishna loves, and he said, we don't deny services, any service. So she took in the lap, and Krishna started drinking the milk, and he just sucked her soul out of it. And Krishna was just 1 month old, 1 month baby, and killing a huge demonic, it's like many miles of the body, length of the body was many miles of Putana. And it's mentioned in Krishna book that after she was killed, the Brajavasis went and chopped her body, and they were burning in many places. It's like a mountain, 8 miles long body. And when body was burning, generally if you've been to crematorium, and when we burn people like body, we put a lot of saintly things like Uguru and all that into it, so that when it burns, it doesn't create problem for people around. But for Putana's body, naturally it was fragrant after Krishna killed it. And Prabhupada described, because it was touched by Krishna, it became auspicious. And it was Uguru, is mentioned as the Uguru scent. It was very flattering. So the body gets purified, right? So Putana got liberation, and not just liberation, it's very interesting. She came to kill Krishna, and Krishna made her as a mother. And Prabhupada described, see how merciful is Krishna is, that because even Putana came to kill Krishna, Krishna accepted her service as a mother because she was feeding milk to Krishna. And Krishna said, okay, now you become my mother in my plant, in Krishna Loka. This was not a sadism of Devi. She got a position as a mother. So how merciful he is that even if you want to kill Krishna, Krishna gives liberation. What about us? What Prabhupada gave us the process that we are trying to love Krishna. We are trying to love Krishna. And we are still trying. And how much fortunate we are that in this bhakti process that we are definitely should be sure that we will get something better than Putana. Definitely. We have belief in words and Guru Shastras Shastras, and we should. And actually not just believe it, you see a lot of devotees leaving the body. They could plan it, literally. Recently we had heard Kadam Makanan Swami Maharaj planning his body. He has a cancer. He knew 6 months, 1 year in advance, and then he was planning leaving his body. And if you see the video, it's on YouTube. Just last few days when he was speaking, almost ready to leave his body, how conscious he was. He was not feared. He was not like thinking, oh, I'm gonna die, let me get so many treatment and tubes and ICUs. No. So they our Krishna consciousness movement demonstrating that this is physical. The Parikshit Maharaj pastime, Soni pastime, and Bhagavatam, all our acharyas, our senior Prabhupada disciples, they are demonstrating that practically you can live right now in the same way. So it's not difficult. Next one is Satakashura. So this was 3rd month. Krishna was 3 months old, and 3 month old kid. The young Nanda Maharaj and Shodamaya and whole Raja family was preparing for some festival, and then generally they put the kid under the cart, the hide it in a sense that because last time Putana came and she was just able to take Krishna easily because Krishna was in the front and she was like easily get it. So they were hiding Krishna after the first incident with Putana. They were hiding him, and he was under a cart, wooden cart. And Satakasura did not come in a physical form. Prabhupada described that, and he came in a subtle form, in more subtle form. And Krishna was 3 months old, lying down just on the back. 3 months old kid can do nothing, just move the head and leg, And he wanted to kill Krishna, and Krishna, of course, he knew everything. So he just kicked with the toes. Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj described, actually it was not feet, it was a toe. Because just the nail touching with the nail, it was collapsed. The cart collapsed, and Brajbasi thought actually it got cart which was collapsed. Nanda Maharaj thought the cart got collapsed, but actually it was Satakasura which was kicked off from that place and came later to other place. So this Satakasura represents cartload of old and new habits. We also have so many habits. Of course, I do have a lot. And Krishna, to get rid of those habits, we need just think of Krishna. And more than Krishna, even of our Guru Maharaj, just where Prabhupada just kick it can go away. Krishna doesn't have to come personally to kick it out. And actually, I was thinking, those habits itself are kicking us every day. We are being kicked by so many bad habits, old or new. It's interesting, we acquire habits, right? And it's like additive and compounding. It's very fascinating, like your mutual funds, right? It increases. More time you keep, more percentage growth you get with it. So that's what Satakasura represents. And at the end, we'll conclude why I'm talking about this representation of that goes. Next one is Trinavata. It represents false pride of material and material habits. So, Trinavata, just we go to, I don't remember everything because I'm very poor. So, this Trinavata was third variety of them. Whirlwind. If you've been in India, even here, in Florida coast, the wind comes whirlwind. It's like, what do you call it? Tornadoes. It was a tornado. And we have experienced how powerful the tornado was. Actually, it can pull the buildings off. The big buildings can pull it. So Trinavata came when Krishna had the first birthday. Think of your birthday, you have to kill someone. It's the most nasty thing we can do. Right? Like, nobody wants to kill at least on the birthday. But of course, Krishna is Krishna. And you don't want, nobody's killed to come to your birthday comes to kill you on your birthday celebration. You have a birthday and somebody came to just kill you. Right? And that's Krishna's life. It's interesting. I'll touch on this point that many times people talk in Mahabharata that there was a lot of injustice with Karna. Karna was actually, Mayavadis and these atheist people talk, Krishna did so much injustice to Karna and Duryodhana. They were not bad people. They were just defending their position. And Karna went through so much injustice. He was foster brother of Arjuna. He was thrown out by Kunti for some circumstance, and then he grew up in some other family. He became powerful, and then he got a Kavacha, and it was also taken away from him, and then so much injustice. Actually, there are books written on him, Karna, such a powerful person. And some devotee, I don't remember the name, but to his describing, actually, Karna was not more than Karna, Krishna suffered a lot. At the age of, when he was born, he was taken away from his father and mother to go different house, Nanda Maharaj. Just after birth, he was just kicked out, immediately out of the father and mother. And then he suffered every day killing 3 demons. Think of, we have to kill 3, we have to fight 3 times in a day. We'll be okay, I'm done, I'm going to commit suicide. People are committing suicide out of losing jobs. Small things. But what about you? You have to fight every day, right? So, first birthday, here is Pranavata. Kansa said, okay, second attempt failed, let's take another person. You go. Pranavata, Kansa said, okay, go. This time, no more human body, no more subtle form, air. whirlwind. Okay, so what whirlwind do? Takes everything and posts it away, outside. And the idea was that whirlwind will pull the Nanda Maharaj house along with Krishna and throw it in the air and he will kill it, right? So that happened, and naturally when that happened in our villages, I grew up in village in India, very remote, so I have that experience being involved in, I'm born in the northern part, and during monsoon, just before monsoon, actually July, you get to experience that. And literally I used to take care of cows and buffaloes, and we know that it actually pushes you, your feet goes up, you can feel it. So baby Krishna was disappeared, and then Yashoda Maya did thinking what is going on here. And then we took it to the sky, and baby Krishna's actually it was like this. Did you saw these movies nowadays where they are devising a new type of transportation where there are a lot of action movies, you have two like jet engine motors on your 2 feet and it pushes you like in air. So they're trying to use air or fire or even water. People are devising transportation where you can push the water in such a speed that you stay always in the air and you can fly the same speed on water. It's a more of motorways. So this demon was using his energy at the top. He has a body, and he was using all the winds to pull it. So he put his Krishna on his shoulder. He has a bodily form at the top, and below is just wind. So Krishna sitting on his shoulder. Once Krishna sits, it's over, right? Because he made his weight so much so that he just pushed down, and then Tranamata fell on the ground and dead. That's interesting. Krishna is killing so many demons, but he has no weapons. Right? Only for killing, we need some weapons. Right? Even recent movie, you see this our Baram Dev. He had the club, but as you said, actually he did not use club to kill Hiranaksha. He used left hand slap and then finish it. Right? So most of Vishnus either use chakra, like Sudarshana, is the main weapon to kill. But Krishna never used almost a weapon to kill, especially Vrindavan pastime, no weapons was used. It's mostly, you'll see, it's mostly either just pushing it down, depending on what form the demon came, or taking the tail and moving it, throwing it away, or taking the leg and moving it away. That was his killing methods, right? So it is described that demon was such a big that it is something like Tripurasura killed by Lord Shiva's arrows, and he was just killed immediately. There was no waiting time. Next demon in line is Aghasura. So it's Bakasura. You can take that one. Bakasura is second year birthday. So Bakasura came in the form of calves, a baby cow. And the reason these demons take cows form because Krishna is Go Brahmana and that. They thought, okay, we took the form of a witch, Utana, he killed. Took the form of a hare, killed. Now let's try the calf. Because maybe the calf, Krishna will be compulsory not killing it, just avoid it, killing it, and we can kill Krishna immediately. So he came as a calf and he wanted to kill Krishna, of course. Our Bakasura, Prabhu. It's called Prabhu because of course they were deities in their past life. So Bakasura, second year, and cowherd boys were sitting on the bank of Yamuna river and playing with the calves. Calves are very funny and actually they're very, very loving. They like playing with humans actually. And I have taken care, that's how I know. You can play with them when they're very young, like first few months, after they grow up, they can kick you off. But the first few months, when they're very small and they can sleep on your lap, they just sleep, you pat them, except when they want to drink milk, they only stop there. From mother cows, they don't like that. So, they were just resting on Yamuna River, and this calf appeared, and he assumed a form is like a hill. It's mentioned, and it's actually they assume form like something like which humans cannot imagine. Many times you will see these demons assume form which humans conceive as a very big, like mountain, hill, and all that, to instill fear among the people. And they thought if I fear these, coward boys, the Krishna will be alone, killing is easy. Otherwise, who knows, they will protect him. And especially there was confusion always between Krishna and Balaram, because the only difference was that bodily use, otherwise they look the same. So this Bakasura, he appeared suddenly actually. He did not give any time. Immediately attacked Krishna and no, I'm sorry, mixing what? Wait, I don't mix up. Yeah, but it's called Vatsasura. Vatsasura. So Vatsasura. So he also attacked. Krishna killed it, and it's amazing that Krishna can see who is what. So many times we think that as a devotee we can go undercover and do whatever nonsense I can, right? Because Krishna may think, oh, I have a kantimala and tilak and a white dress and whatever dress I have, and I will continue my nonsense. But Krishna can detect, just like a calf, he can detect who is what and kick it off, kill it. So we cannot escape Krishna. This duplicity mentalities will not stand in front of Krishna. So Krishna killed this one also, second year. Now Bakasura came in a new form. It's like crane. The crane, Baka, you see? Again, if you are in village, you would see it. So we used to have a rice paddy. So this Bakasura, this crane, was also appeared, and this represents duplicity. So the Mayavati, pieces. So this crane who is standing in the pond and meditating, and actually the interesting, the crane resembles the swan in the terms of body. When swans in Bhagavatam described as deities, Paramahansas. A Hansas means swan. So they look like a deer, swan. Cranes look like a swan, but they act like a demon. Similarly, we should also be careful, because we may look like a deity, but our actions are more important in the sense that what we do with our daily actions, duplicity, cunningness. So this fish standing in the river, near the Yamuna river, and then kids were thinking, oh, such a big, wonderful crane, looks very wonderful, let's look at it, let's check it out. As a kid, they always want to check it out. I have a kid, go around in a house, even in temple, they want to check it out everything. And actually they want to check it out the Wi-Fi router. Just pull it out, So Krishna and Balaram and coward boys will check it out. Let's check out this crane. But some coward boys said, no, this is not good. already three things happened. You know, the last year, first birthday of Krishna, this calf came, he went, you know, we don't want to raise cow more. Let's not do it. But some coward boys said, no, we don't fear. Krishna and Balaram has killed so many demons every day. Why do I care? Let's check it out. We don't fear. So they went to check it out, and then immediately, the moment this demon, Bakasura saw them, just swallowed Krishna along with coward boy. Krishna went in. You don't see what's going on here. And Krishna expanded his body so big that then now this demon was collapsing and thinking, what the hell is this? Right? It's something like a balloon. You put a small balloon in mouth and it started spinning and break the mouth and crush the whole body. And of course he got Sayuja Mukti. And then after every killing of Krishna's demons, there was a celebration. That's how we celebrate. You know, devotees like celebration. So if there is killing of demon, most of the time coward boys will celebrate, but nobody was disclosing the incident to the father and mother back in the home because they will not send them back to the next day. So most of these incidents were not revealed to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda because otherwise they will be feared and it was all secret between friends. So this is fourth demon. Fifth demon came an Aghasura. Now this demon changed the body again. They said, okay, crane did not work out. We looked like a swan. We thought maybe coward boys of Krishna will leave it there. But he will think that I am a swan, Paramahansa, but actually he came thinking of a crane. So alright, let's change it, become a serpent. Let's show our real body, real face. Let's behave like a serpent, like a demon, and let's take Krishna. And again, this serpent was in Krishna book. If you read Krishna book, I'm again mentioning. So those of you who don't know, get Krishna book. Best time to read, 99 chapters. So this demon Aghasura was very big snake, and it was such a big snake that his whole body looked like a new cave. And actually, Krishna and Balaram and cowherd boys were aware of all the structural feature of Braja. Most of the time they knew where it was. But this new structure came and they got excited. What is this new cave appeared from? What is this? And he covered himself in such a way that it looks like a cave. And the tongue was floating next a few miles like a pathway and he can enter. So in Little Krishna, which Gaurangi watches, that's how I also watched. I watched from last 2 years many times. So actually in that it's shown that Krishna was stopping cowherd boys to go in. He was saying don't go. But they were again confident that okay, why should I fear? You are here, Balaram is here, we'll check it out, anything. Right? Just like Sankirtan devotees who are preaching, they don't fear. Even if it's the most demonic person, they want to check it out. Why not? Who cares? Even if he takes a book, maybe it will help him. So, cowherd boys were very compassionate and very intelligent that they never hesitated to check it out, anyone, even a demon, because they knew that, because they were exalted deities in the past life, that even if the demon is a demon, Krishna will liberate, give a mukti. So, in that act also there is compassion. So they went. Moment they went in, this Aghasura demon rolled the tongue back, closed the door, mouth. Krishna is in, and in this demon's body it was a whole lake full of poison. So his plan was, I'll swallow it, drown these Krishna and Balaram and the cowherd boys into that lake of poison, because the body is so big, and he will be killed, right? Interesting. This Aghasura was, he was a relative of demons. He was younger brother of Putana and Bakasura. So he has a reason to kill Krishna. Besides Kamsa sending him, he has a reason to take revenge. And he represents cruelty and violence. Because cowherd boys went to just play, but he was just wanted to kill it for nothing. They didn't do any harm to him. So same thing happened again. Krishna pushed through his head, break the body and finished. And then it was revealed that it is a demon and it got killed. Next demon in line is Dhenikasura, ash. And ash very much relate to, I can say, my mentality, also most of people in the world, my ash mentality. And Prabhupada very graphically describes ash mentality. You know what is special about ash? Anybody knows? What is very special about ash than even any animal? Foolish, yes, thank you. Anyone else?
Ignorance.
Ignorance. So ashes are very famous for taking load.
Huh?
They taking the heavy load on their body. If you have seen the brick kilns, the donkeys, they have donkeys on which you can put a lot of weight. And especially you go to these Char Dham Yatras, Badrinath, Kedarnath, they have donkeys. They put on a lot of people, sit on the people, and they will just move to the uphill or do a lot of hard work. Actually, they are very hard working people. So what's wrong with it? Nowadays in the world, we don't think anything wrong with working hard. Actually, it's appreciated. Work hard, right? It is appreciated. Yes, we should work hard. Duties also work hard. Materialistic or common public work hard. But what's wrong? Prabhupada describes. Actually, what does ass eat? Ass eats the grass. Little grass, morsel of grass. But for that grass, he is working whole day and night. That grass he can get anywhere. He don't have to work hard to get a grass. And just for, at the end of the day, his owner gives the grass. And he's satisfied eating grass, and he's thinking, oh, if I don't work hard next day, I'll not get grass. Let me work hard every day, like the ash. So this is called ash mentality. But then, what is wrong? Right? What is wrong? And the wrong is that this ash mentality doesn't allow the ash to think there is any better world. Because daily he is taking up load, caring of serving the master, at the end of the day, get some grass, next day serving the master, get some grass. When he gets old, he can no longer do work, kicked out of the job, lay off. Right? It's funny, Actually, if you have Krishna consciousness, you can survive in material world. That's the only hope to survive. Otherwise, little problem of layoff can committing people nowadays to commit suicide. Not passing exams or getting better marks, committing people to commit suicide in IITs, IIMs, young people. I mean, they don't have any burden of taking care of family. 20-year-old toppers, suicide. Unfortunately. Why? Because ash. They don't know where I'll get grass next day. They think, oh, that's the end of the world. And now let me finish the body. They don't know what's next after the body. You become demon like these people. It's subtle body. Right? So, ash mentality. Now, hopefully you know ash mentality. So this ash demon was serving Kamsa, master. Kamsa like master. We also have, sorry, my boss is not hearing. So, because he won't hear ISKCON Boston. So, of course, bosses are like Kamsas. When they want the work done, and if you don't get it done, you get layoff or you don't get promotion. Now it is promotion time going on, July to August. It's final CDA for many companies. And again December, every 6 months. Kamsa appointed Dhenikasura, donkey, demon, to take care of what? Imagine what? Kamsa has a winery. There's a lot of winery around Boston. Even within Boston and so he has the best winery and fruits, making like grape wineries, so many wineries and taking care of. So Dhenikasura's job was to protect, nobody should touch any fruit from that forest, only for Kamsa. Served Kamsa very faithfully, he was doing his job. And cowherd boys didn't like it. And they said, okay, why don't check it out, this forest? Because they could get this fragrance of this fruit and they were attracted. They went to check it out again. Dhenikasura was ready to chase them away. So this time, Balaram came. Lord Balaram said, enough of you doing things, now let me take care of it. So he attacked Balaram because, you know why? Because it's mentioned, again, Krishna book that devotees mentioned, described also, that so far 5 demons, which principally I described, they were trying to kill Krishna most of the time. And they realized, Krishna was by now, what is this? He is now 50 year, 60 year, 6-year-old. So they studied Krishna and they realized, if you want to kill Krishna, kill Balaram. Because Balaram, Krishna loves Balaram. If Balaram gets killed, Krishna will finish. So the plan was this time to kill Balaram. And thereby which killed Krishna. Secondary job. The indirect effect, right? So, the Hirakashura and the asses use hind leg to kick off. If you have experience, I have not experienced, but I have studied. And they call and you can see the YouTube video. A lot of people may have made videos on how asses kick. So they use the hind leg to kick off, and he was such a powerful demon that when he was breathing, the fire was emanating from his mouth. It could burn anywhere he breathed. So he was equipped to kill. He is not a small demon for comes appointed. And he represents gross material intelligence as mentality, ignorance, as Prabhu described. And so Balaram, as I said, Krishna Balaram most of the time don't use any weapon in Vrindavan pastime at least, because there was no weapon. Krishna has a bansuri, flute, and Balaram has a later he had a plow. During that time he did not carry plow. Most of the time with a rope, he was standing with stake. So Balaram also took just pull their leg and just squirrel it and throw it and finish. But donkey has a family. One of the feature of this animal is family. So the whole family came to kill Krishna Balaram. They all came. So Krishna Balaram said, okay, this now give a mass layoff for need to do this. So now they just kicked and killed all the family of Agashura. Dhenikashura. And so that job was done. Now comes Pralambasura, and few more we will touch as for our time projects.
We have 12 minutes.
Yes. So maybe for the sake of time, let me go to the last one, because that is also important to understand Tattva, more important than these stories and pastimes of Krishna. So then I'll talk. So this next one was Aishtasura, bull demon. So bull demon represents false pride and a religion invented by cheaters. So bull demon, he also killed the same day. Then comes the Kesi demon, horse in the form of horse. So you see, so how many animal forms the demons are taking to kill Krishna, and then the 10th one, which is major one, is Vyomashura, which comes to kill Krishna. So all these demons who came to kill Krishna had different forms, depending on what they can achieve based on their mystic powers, and they were very powerful demons. So what is there for us? What is different location of demons in as of now? Do you know right now we have demons here at this point, and surprisingly in each of our bodies we have demons. And in Shastras it is described in every ages, like 4 yugas, Satyuga, Dwapar, Kali Yuga, Treta Yugas. In Satyugas, demons used to be on different planets. You see these Mahata or Nrsimha Mahata movies. The demon was in Patala, somewhere down, and then Indra was in heavenly planet. And it's very nicely described how they go, kick the wall, get entry into that. So there was some separation. They were, okay, living your own zone, So, Satyuga. Treta Yugas, they came on the same planet. What is Treta Yugas? Lord Ram pastimes. Lanka, the next neighboring continent. So Lanka, Ravana was in Lanka, Rama was in the Bharatvarsh, Iravati, this Bharatvarsh plant, the part of the Iravati Varsha. And in Dwapar Yuga, actually they were living in the same family. Kamsha was the was the family. So many devils were relatives of Krishna. And this Sisupal, Kamsha, all these people were just relatives. But in Kali Yuga, actually, our Acharya describes in the same body. No, not away. And if we critically analyze, and I experience every day, we have those devils come out, especially when our ego, false ego and pride is hit. Prabhu, your lecture was bad. How the hell you say it? At least in the mind the person will thinking, what do you wanted? I couldn't satisfy you. The devil come out. The moment our ego is hit, externally I will behave, oh Prabhu, the moment somebody hits my ego, or it will be like appearing like anything, right? Depending on what I have in hand, water, air, fire, or words, vibration, kick it, I mean nothing than subtle vibration. I hate this person. I just hate this Prabhu. Envious of me. Forget about Prabhus and deities, sometimes even Guru. If the Guru doesn't say what I like, no, my Guru doesn't care about it. Guru thinks opposite what I think. Let me think of what to do. Actually, that happened during Prabhupada's pastime. I won't touch, but many of his earlier disciples, when Prabhupada instructed very hard, they left the movement. Because they thought Prabhupada is very rigid and very strict and he is not their Guru. So Prabhupada felt sad. But next question is how we can kill it. It's like cancer. I work in cancer area. I'm a scientist in cancer genomics, develop assays for cancer detection. And I've been studying cancer from last 12 years. The PhD, postdoc, I've been studying about last 50-60 years people have been studying cancer and patients cannot kill it. Now you have immunotherapy, you take your own body cells and you put it where your own body cells can recognize cancer and kill it. And you have so many medicines to kill cancer. But cancer, the problem, you know why you cannot eradicate cancer? You will never able to eradicate cancer. Let me tell this on the fact of any scientist, I can tell you. Why? Anybody here from biology or life science, why do you think you cannot ever finish cancer? Why? Because it is in the same body. You try to kill it. How precision and targeted therapeutics or treatment you use, it will have side effects. And will kill. Most of the time when people get cancer, they go through chemotherapy, radiotherapy. And you will be surprised, there are so many research papers which doctors don't talk about, that actually people don't die because of cancer, they die because of therapy. Side effect. You treat, you kill cancer, but cancer is killed, but the patient dies. The person dies. So, same way, these demons are in our body like cancer. They are part of our consciousness. They are in our mind, intelligence, and ego. When Krishna describes in Bhagavad Gita that Arjuna asked, what are the sitting places of this lust, anger, greed? And Krishna very vividly and graphically described, Arjuna, don't worry, it's in mind, intelligence, and ego. And what they do? They take to the hell, gates of the hell. And then some of the people said, what's wrong with hell? If the whole family can go to the hell, I think Gaurang Prabhu described many classes that Gaurang Das Prabhu that, what's wrong with going to hell? Let's go with family. We'll enjoy there also because hell is also good. Many people think that, but actually it's not, because if you read Bhagavatam, your hairs will end on the end, stand on the end. The hell is very crazy. And I hope that deities will make 3D movie soon on hell. It's important to graphically describe what is hell. Because many people may think hell like a cancer, hell like some kind of disease. But no, hell is not that. Hell is something like closest we can think in this time is committing suicide. It's something like hell. Because in hell we suffer in not in gross body, in subtle body, and committing suicide means mental health problem, and where you are like depressed, you just want to kill your own self. Something closest to that is what we know. Committing suicide because anxiety, depression, layoffs, so many jobs. So how we can kill them? They are in our body. And if you know, most of them in Krishna Leela, they appear in subtle forms. Interesting, right? They can assume, mostly they assume subtle form. Air, wind, water, subtle forms. And if you try to use stone to kill them or atomic weapon, you cannot kill because it's a gross form. You cannot kill any demon with your atomic weapon. Nuclear weapons cannot kill. So unfortunately, none of this world weapon can kill. That's hard. So, but Krishna is not here to kill. That's another challenge. Otherwise, we can just go to Krishna. Hey Krishna, detect all the demons in my body, kill it. I don't want it. And Krishna will say, finish. One slap over. But Krishna is not here. So, Krishna is here, not here. Simultaneously one and different. And interestingly, he came at the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The picture you see there, or there, here, 5 people. Principal 5 people in the mid, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna knew that we need him. So he appeared 500 years ago in West Bengal and gave us a formula, a medicine, a tool to kill it. And that is Yajna Sankirtana Praya Yajanti Sumedsa. So Sankirtan Yajna. And many people will not know what is Sankirtan. What is Sankirtan? Many times when I was doing to this philosophy, Krishna conscious philosophy, I was thinking, what is Sankirtan? I didn't know how does it work. So, but it works. So what is Sankirtan? Sankirtan is nothing. All of us sitting here and we just start talking. But we need to know the subject what we are going to talk about, right? So like in any conference, okay, any conference there is some subject matter. So in the conference of Krishna devotees, the subject matter is Kirtan. Kirtan is nothing glorifying. We are glorified. More than that, we want to be glorified. Everybody loves glorification, including the president of any country. We know he loves. You appreciate me, and sometimes we appreciate others. Sometimes. Most of the time, we want to hear appreciation, right? So, Krishna wants to hear appreciation, and many times I was thinking, why Krishna wants to hear appreciation? He's a mean guy, to hear in Bhagavatam. Everyone is glorifying Krishna, and Krishna is saying, okay, yes, keep on, right? Why he loves glorification? Actually, he don't need to be glorified by us. And you'll be surprised, Ananta Sesa, with thousands of mouths, he's glorifying Krishna from millions of heavenly years, but glorification never ends. So what we can glorify? But Krishna allows us to glorify so that we get purified. How? Because then we will not glorify ourselves, we will not glorify our boss, our country, our other people. That's how we do. So this chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
This is the glorification of Krishna. And if you're thinking, why I should speak any words, and why this something can kill anything. So in any science or any interaction in molecules or any subject, you need same kind of things to interact, because if they are not compatible, they will not interact. So the demons come in subtle form, so you need sound vibration in subtle form to kill demons. These demons, lust, anger, greed, pride, ignorance, cruelty, duplicity. Unfortunately, they cannot be killed by any of the weapons. You need sound vibration, and the best sound vibration is this Hare Krishna mantra chanting, which we will do soon. Krishna will appear soon. He will appear for us. So only subtle can kill subtle. Like if you want to fight cyber attack, then you need to have team of cyber attack who can code it more harder than your attackers, like antivirus virus example, easier on the software on the. So you cannot take coronavirus and throw in your phone and kill all antivirus or viruses. You need different kind of things to kill it, right? So it's very strong, but this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to kill these demons, and Krishna has a business of this way of killing, not like a physical killing. This last sentence I'm going to read from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all of us can repeat after me. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, maybe just 20 seconds, 1 minute, we read this small line. You can all repeat after me. The devotees who worship the holy name,
The devotee who worship the holy name
should first petition the Lord
should first petition the Lord
for the strength
for the strength
to cast out all these unfavorable tendencies,
to cast out all these unfathomable tendencies,
and should pray thus
and should pray thus
before Lord Hari
before Lord Hari
on daily basis.
on daily
This
basis.
is important, daily basis. By doing this regularly,
By doing this
the
regularly,
devotee's heart will eventually
the devotee's heart will eventually
become purified.
become purified.
Sri Krishna has killed
Sri Krishna has killed
a number of demons
A number of demons
which may arise in the kingdom of the heart.
which may arise in the kingdom of the
So,
heart.
in order to destroy these problems,
In order to destroy these problems,
a devotee must cry
a devotee must cry
very humbly
very humbly
before the Lord
before the Lord
and admit defeat.
and admit defeat.
Then the Lord will nullify all contamination.
And then Lord would
Nullify all
nullify
contamination.
all contamination.
So Krishna is going to appear, and we will pray to him same way, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, great Acharya, is telling us. So with that, I'll end here, and please forgive anything I said doesn't represent what it should be. And yeah, please bless me. I can kill my demons. I pray that you kill all demons. Let's pray all together. We kill each other demons, not people. All right. Thank you so much. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Radha Gopi Vallabh ki jai. Go Premanande. Hari Hari Go.